All right, this is George from Ofora. I'm just gonna go over our Leakblock sensors here. These are the ones we use in our system. These are the old style one, and this is the new style one we use. They both go on our BioQuantum and BioRenew, so this video will help anyone with either system. So sometimes there's an issue where this guy will just go off, or this guy will just go off. So I'm just gonna go over how to stop the beeping. So what can cause the beeping is if there's a leak. But if there's no leak and it's just beeping, just to beep, then it's a good chance that it just went off by itself. So let's go. I'm getting it to beep. So I touched it with the bottom of my hand. So if you touch the bottom of this sensor with your hand, it will go off. So just keep that in mind, that when you're dealing with this, the beeping right now, you don't want to touch the bottom of it, or else it will continue to beep. So you got two buttons here, an on, off, close button, and an on and a start button. To stop the beeping, we just do the off. See, it says alarm off on there, so that turns off the alarm. So once we turn off the alarm though, we always want to turn it back on. Yeah, we don't even want to, if you leave this off, the system will not feed and you'll have issues because there's been no water coming out. So yeah, after it starts beeping, we always turn it off. We turn it off and then we always turn it back on. All right, so that tells me that this thing is working and no issue. So now let's get on to this next one here. Same issue. If we touch the bottom here, it will go off. So I just touched the bottom here. It's going off now. This one's a lot more easier to use because it just has one button. So this is the one button here. You just hold it down and it automatically turns off. The noise turns off because it's beeping. All right, so now that I taught you how to stop these two from beeping, I'm going to teach you how to change out the battery in them. I got a 9-volt battery here. I would use a Duracell copper top 9-volt. I just have a Toshiba here just for reference. But yeah, it's supposed to be a 9-volt battery. So what you want to do is to remove the battery. Let's say this thing is beeping because the battery is low. Then we have to change it out. Let's see. So there's a little compartment here on the side. We're just gonna remove it, kind of like a TV remote. So okay, so now we're just gonna pull out this battery here. See, it's a 9-volt battery. I'm gonna pull it out, take off these things here. Now I'm just gonna reinstall the new one. And there we go. It's brand new in there and got installed. I'm gonna close it up now. And then I'm gonna set it back on top of my paper towel, making sure I never touched the bottom of the sensor while I was doing that. And then sometimes when you turn on the battery, it'll just do it itself. But let's turn it off and let's turn it back on. So that's how you would change out the battery on this this style Leakblock sensor. It's our older one, has 2 buttons on here. It's the difference. And so that's how we do that one, and then just reset it after you turn it off. And then you're good to go. Just start running water again. Just make sure you always turn it on after you turn it off. After you turned off the alarm, always make sure to turn it back on. So this one always has to be turned back on versus this one. This one's a little bit easier to use. It's our newer one. So same situation. This one, the battery, it's kind of hard to get the battery out. So what I usually do is just shake it out. And then as soon as I have enough, I can pull it out myself. Same situation, I'm pulling off those things, and then I'm installing a new battery for reference, just using this one. And then what you want to do is grab the battery and stick it in there, and the wire in there, and close it up. And push it in, I mean. And once you do that, we just close her up here. We just do that, and then simply hold down the check reset. Resets itself. I didn't touch the bottom of it. And that's how you replace and how you stop the beeping on these Leakblock sensors. Either the BioRenew or the BioQuantum, they both have them. They could be either or. If you have an older machine, it's most likely this style. If a newer machine, it's most likely this style. So just going over what we do when there's no water entering the machine, or if there is a loud beep going on. It could, there's obviously the beep, the Leakblock sensor went off, so we'd have to see if there's any leakage on there, and if there's no leakage down there, then it's we're just resetting it. So yeah, that's how we just a quick overview on how we do this, and I hope this helps.